I'm Sharla and welcome to my craft room. This is week 10 of the Louisburgh Community TV Knit-Along Challenge. Today I'm going to show you how to make square number 11 and it's called the Kiss. First of all though, I should thank you all for your messages I've received about your knit-along and how you're getting on. Don't forget, if you need any help or you'd like to send me in some photos of how you're getting on, you can do that via my Handmade by Sharla Facebook page. And the pattern and the photo for this square is also on my Facebook page. So, let's get knitting. So this square we start by casting on 37 stitches. And we're going to be starting off with a pattern made up of knit rows and purl rows, and when you do one row of knit, one row of purl continuously, it's known as stocking stitch. So with this we start off with a purl row and we do 4 rows, 1 purl row, 1 knit row, 1 purl row, 1 knit row. So there's the first 4 rows done, and just to show you what stocking stitch looks like, on one side you've got the quite a smooth finish, and then you can see on the other side. So row 5 then, we start off by purling 6, and this is where the row where we start to make the kiss, which will be nice. So there's 6 stitches, and then you'll see it says WYIB, which means with yarn in the back. So all you basically do is move your yarn back round as if you were going to knit, but actually all you're going to do is just slip 5 stitches. So 5 stitches, and then you'll see it says WYIF, which means with yarn in the front. So you pull the yarn back round to the front of your work and you purl 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you'll see it says that you repeat that to the last stitch. So just to show you on the other side, by slipping the 5 stitches with the yarn over the back of the work, you'll see that it's created a little loop here, and that's exactly what you want it to look like. So don't be worried if you think, oh goodness, there's a bit of stray yarn here. That's what it should look like. And when you get to the last stitch, you also purl it. Row 6 is a knit row. So that's row 6, the knit row done. And you'll see from the pattern that it says that row 7 is the same as row 5. Row 8 is a knit row, just like row 6 that we've just done, and row 9 is the same as row 5 as well. So you can do now rows 7, 8 and 9. Row number 10 is the row where we get to make the kiss out of it. So you'll see first of all we start by knitting 8 stitches, and then you'll see it says make kiss, and underneath I've put in the abbreviations how you make the kiss. And it says there, you slip the right needle under the 3 strands knitwise. So I'll just show you what I mean by that. So you get your right needle and you go under the 3 strands of yarn, like so. And then it says knit the next stitch. So there's the next stitch there. So you knit it. And then it also says pull the loop through downward and under the strands. So before sliding it off your needle, pull the right needle down underneath those 3 strands that you've got here and up and over. You knit 9 stitches. 1, 2. Okay, so we're going to make the next kiss. So you put your right needle underneath all 3 and bring it up. You knit into this stitch, and before putting it off the needle you pull it underneath the 3 strands and off. Okay, and then another 9 stitches, and you repeat that until as per the instructions until the end of the row. So there we go. There's row 10 finished, and there's the first row of kisses done. One thing to bear in mind is when you're making the 3 strands across, don't pull the yarn too tightly across, otherwise you'll end up puckering the stitches in between. So do a fairly loose piece of yarn across between the 2 points there. Okay, and you'll see from the pattern the next 4 rows, 11, 12, 13 and 14, are in stocking stitch again, so starting with a purl. So we can get on and do that. So that's row 14 finished, and you can see now that the pattern stands out a little bit more there. Looks very pretty. Row 15 is where we create another set of kisses, as it were, but we want them to be sort of staggered diagonally, from a bit like the other patterns that we've done, so not directly above the last lot. So you start off by just purling 1 stitch, then you put your yarn around the needle, slip the 5 stitches, 3, 4, 5, and then put the yarn back and purl 5, and repeat that until the last 6 stitches. So there we are, we're at our last 6 stitches, and we put the yarn round again, we slip 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we put the yarn back round and purl the last stitch. There we go, you can see the first formation of the next row of kisses. So the next row, row 16, is a knit row, and then 17, 18 and 19, again, they're repeats. So 16 is a knit row, 17 you repeat row 15, which is the one we just done. Row 18 is a knit row, and row 19, again, you're repeating this row here. So there we go, that's up to row 19 completed. And row 20 is where we make the kiss again. So you knit 3, 1, 2, 3, which sort of takes you to the middle of where these are, and then you go under the 3 strands, knit into the stitch, and then come back down and off the needle, and then you knit 9, and you repeat that across the row until the last 4 stitches. When you get to the last 4 stitches, you once again make the kiss, okay, and then you just knit the last 3, and that's row 20 finished. So those 20 rows form the pattern for our kisses square, and as you can see from the pattern, it says repeat those once more. So hopefully by doing that you'll be almost at a square. So that's our square finished for this week, and I hope you've enjoyed making it. I think it looks really pretty. There we go. Now next week I'm going to be showing you our very last square, so be sure to tune in and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the Louisburgh Community TV channel. Bye for now.